Welcome back to the third and final episode of this series that gets no views at all. Let's just cut the bullshit and get right back into it.
The one thing I don't like about it is every time you went to a new island, you lost the Chaos Emeralds again. I'm like, really? Could they not have thought of a better way to, like, not have it seem so, like, repeatable, where it's like, oh, you turn Supersonic, you beat the boss, now you gotta collect the Chaos Emeralds all over again. Like, that kind of felt like they couldn't have found some better way to explain why Sonic can't just fight the boss instantly.
Besides them just getting shot out of him from a cannon or something.
Yeah, that's just one of the things where it's like, normally if you're going to do a supersonic boss fight, it's because it's the end of the game or you've actually went through the effort of going through all the special stages. It's always kind of like your reward, and it's like you get rewarded for one level, and then it's like, collect them all again!
Yeah, I don't know if they explained why he loses the emeralds from that laser in the story. I skipped every cutscene of that game because I hated the writing. I hate the voices.
Oh, the writing was so bad.
I skipped every cutscene, so maybe it got explained. I don't know.
I don't think it did. I watched I watched the whole story, like, all the way through, and it was really bad, and it never explained it. But it's one of those things where I guess they never canonically explain why sometimes Sonic does lose the emeralds after turning supersonic, and sometimes he gets to keep them and then use them again. They've never really been consistent with that, I guess.
Yeah, I thought the whole point was after he uses them, they disperse across the whole planet again, and that's why he always has to find them in the next game, for example.
Which is very Dragon Ball.
Yeah, very much. But I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it, too.
It
I
works.
mean, yeah.
Dude, I love this fight so much. Can we talk about this fight? It just transitions so nicely to the core of the Earth.
Well, what I like is, I actually like this on a lot of Unleashed boss fights, where, like, for the most part, you'll deal your main damage through, like, the quick time event cutscenes, but you can do so much additional extra damage if you're, like, looking for the weak spots and attacking them. Like it looks like chip. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're doing, like, chip damage, but it does add up.
Oh yeah, it absolutely adds up. That's why I always do it.
Like, you can do the same thing with the bird in Chunnan as well.
If you charge up the Y attack and then use it on him right here, look how much it does.
Oh, damn. I've actually never tried that before. I think I'm always just spamming Y.
You can cheese Egg Dragoon with that move. And now the fight's over, as long as I don't fuck up. Which I won't. Would've been so funny if I fucked up the first one right there.
What do you think of the final boss fight in Unleashed?
Let's play it after this and let's talk about it. Personally, just to get my answer out there right away, I love it. I've always liked it. I thought it was such a great climactic way to end the game. It could have been better for sure. Like, I don't love playing as the Gaia Colossus, but I think it's harmless.
It's one of those where I wish I could combine the Unleashed Wii and regular Unleashed for a second, because, like, I think you do the same thing in Unleashed Wii, but the Gaia Colossus, you only need to go there once. You don't need to go there 3 times. Because you know how, like, every time you, like, defeat one of Dark Gaia's little, like, eyes or something, you have to, like, go all the way back and fly all the way back to him.
Yeah.
Like, that's the annoying part. Like, just stay there already, or just already be there, and then just, like, get that section over with, do the Sonic section, then go Supersonic. I still really want someone to make a transformable Supersonic mod in Unleashed PC. That would be a definite day one download for me. Like, that's one thing I've always wanted. And I guess it's one of those things where, like, if it's not possible, you want it more, you know? This is the era where you could never do Supersonic in regular stages. They did that for, like, years.
That was a thing of dreams back in the day.
Yeah, like, I think Sonic 4 was, like, the first Sonic game that brought it back, where you could be Supersonic in regular stages. Like, I think ever since the adventure games, they never really did that. And I always miss that section.
I always see a lot of people holding block on that part, and that takes up a lot of time, so you can actually just move to the side and boost past it.
I've always, like, never been that good at timing it. I actually never really attack the rocks at all. I always guard the rocks, too.
Can you
I can never get his... Yeah, you can guard the rocks. I can never time his punches right. There's such a weird delay.
I've played the game so many times that I just know it like the back of my hand at this point. so I can time them okay, but I know what you mean. It's not an instant attack when you click the button.
Yeah. I feel like I've done it before where I've attacked the rocks, but it's like I feel like literally you're going into a standstill to do that animation, and it's like the risk to reward isn't right. Like you also could just fuck up, and it's like, okay, well I just took more damage for no reason.
I guess the music is just part of the cutscene because music is playing right now for the first time in this entire recording session. Remember when Sonic did things in cutscenes, like run and jump, instead of stand around and talk?
Yeah, now he just stands around and his mouth animates, and that's it.
And that's it, though. That's the only thing that's animated, is his mouth.
Yeah, or if he needs to move, that's when it suddenly turns CG.
I really love this boss a lot. But I know what you mean. I do wish that I could just play all of the Dark Gaia parts. I mean, the temple parts first, and then do a whole Sonic section, and then that's it, instead of going back and forth a whole bunch of times.
Yeah, it just slows down all the pacing to go back and do this again.
Something I also really like about this game, and this has nothing to do with like the PC port specifically, it's just the game itself. In this little finale section of the game, you do the opposite of what you've been doing this whole game. And by that I mean you fight Eggman as the werehog instead of Dark Gaia, and you fight Dark Gaia as the hedgehog. Which, I don't know if you've ever picked up on that, but throughout the whole game you fight Eggman as Hedgehog Sonic, right? And then you fight the Dark Gaia bosses as Werehog Sonic, whereas in the finale section here, we're essentially just doing the opposite of what we've been doing the entire game, basically. I don't know if they planned it like that on purpose creatively or not, but I like the way that it works out.
I just noticed that, now you pointed it out. Yeah, that's like the one instance where they did that. When the game developers were actually passionate about their ideas and actually wanted to like
make something
something good. I mean, this is just the most AAA Sonic has ever felt. Like the CG cutscenes, the story, even the in-game cutscenes, the locations, it just seems like AAA.
Everything about it is AAA. It's so high budget.
And I just don't understand why they've never been able to like replicate this.
So this 2D section is glitched at 144 frames a second. You will take damage, and I'll show you where. Right there. Every time.
Weird.
And that never happens to me in the original game, so it's got to be a high frame rate issue.
You play yours at 144 FPS? That's insane.
I do, because it looks incredible.
My monitor is, I mean, it's 4K, but it's a 60 hertz monitor, so the most I can ever do is 4K 60.
Yeah, I have two. My 4K is only 60 hertz, but my secondary monitor I have here that's primarily used for games is 1440 at 144 frames, which looks incredible. Nice. But unfortunately, it kind of makes Unleashed fuck up a couple times, but only in very specific scenarios, like in that 2D section in Dark Gaia, and then the quick step section at the end of Dragon Road always breaks every single time. I saw a mod that makes his flying a little faster.
Oh my god, that actually sounds like way better.
I've not tried it yet, so I don't know how much it actually changes, but I try to keep this game as vanilla as possible because it's already basically perfect to me anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like at some point there's going to be one of these modders that's going to like do some sort of ultimate Unleashed pack, which I would actually love to just like, if that gets released, I don't even know what it would do, but I'm pretty sure they would find some better like quality of life things than even I can think of, and I'd love to just do a playthrough of like some sort of ultimate version of Sonic Unleashed.
That would be cool.
I mean, it's already there basically, but like, you know, it's stuff like that where maybe it's like a faster Dark Gaia fight. Maybe it's something about the moon metals, sun metals, maybe not being like collectibles you need for progression. I don't know. There could be a few other things I'm missing, but yeah.
The metal thing that you just mentioned already does exist in that progression mod that I was talking about before. I think it just greatly reduces the amount that you need to play through the game. Doesn't remove it entirely, but they reduced it up by a lot. But I've never had an issue with them, so that's why I don't even have that installed, because I don't really care.
I've never really had an issue with it either. On this most recent playthrough I've been doing, I've only been stopped twice, and the first time was playing Chun'an Day. I just needed to go back and get 3 sun medals, because for the most part on Werehog stages, I'm exploring. I'm actually doing shit. Sonic stages, I'll fly past everything and not really care. But like but for the most part, you mainly just need sun medals. So like, yeah, only Chun'an Day gave me any issues, and then Adabat, Jungle Joyride, Daytime also. I had to get like 7 of them. So actually I just went to the professor and just gave him all the fucking souvenirs that I had, and that's how I did it.
That was something people didn't even know the game offered, because I guess not a lot of casual players did the souvenirs, because I got a couple of comments on my Moon Medal video of people saying, like, I didn't know that giving souvenirs gave you Sun and Moon Medals, and I was like, yeah, bro. It's not a lot, but you do get a handful.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not skipping this cutscene, because it's incredible.
It's so badass.
Just look at it, dude, and it doesn't look aged at all.
No.
You could tell me that this animation was uploaded last year, and I'd believe you.
I mean, I remember people making edits of this, like literally that thumbnail of Sonic, like looking mad,
Yeah.
and they'd put like the new Sonic movie revealed.
I remember that. Holy shit, that was such a product of its time.
Yeah. And now there's
Oh, man.
and now there's 3 Sonic movies, which is crazy. So much has like happened with this franchise in like not a lot of time.
Hopefully the success of the movies, despite how I feel about them, which SparkNotes version, I hate the Sonic movies. They are not made for me. I greatly dislike them, but I can at least appreciate that it's bringing a lot of money into the IP.
Yeah.
So I hope that that trickles into the games and makes a game like Unleashed possible again.
It's one of those things where I see a lot of kids in like Target and stuff, like with Sonic merch or Sonic backpacks, and it's just like, and it's the movie version. I'm like, well, I mean, at least, yeah, this is gonna bring more attention to the actual like IP, you know, because people are actually growing up on the movies, which is crazy. I remember when they first revealed it with that horrible design, and like that, if they had released that, that would have been the end of Sonic.
At the very least, it would have been the end of the movies. I don't think they would have made
Yeah.
3, let alone 3 plus a spin-off show.
Yeah, that was just really bad.
Okay, let me play. I get it. Okay, this is something I wrote down in the notes, I'm pretty sure, to try to get back on topic of talking about things we wanted to talk about, other than just random nonsense. Unleashed locks the camera a lot, which I don't love.
Yeah.
Just to show you stuff, and I never really had an issue with it, just casually playing the game. But doing the hot dog missions again for the first time in years really brought that to my attention when I replay a level 6 times in a row. Every time that I walk into a room and enemies spawn and the game just forces me to look
show
at a
you,
cutscene
yeah.
of them. Yeah, like, I get it. I can hear the spawn sound. I don't need you to show me.
And if you have if you
enemies
don't
spawning.
have the setting to turn off the battle music, you'll hear the battle music too. So
Yeah. So it just gets a little bit annoying how the game locks you into looking at stuff like a door opening or enemies spawning or just a platform sitting in the distance that you're supposed to do. Cool Edge specifically is super guilty of that. We can play that level after I finish this, and I'll show you every time the camera locks.
dude, those hot dog
Does it way too
missions
much.
are like,
They kind of suck.
yeah. They're not
It really, when you boil them down, it's just replay the level, but also grab 100 rings. Like, you're gonna do that anyway, so why even...
They really should have made them objective based, because yeah, like, I guess it would have been too easy, because if the mission was collect 100 rings, you would get that in like the first 20 seconds. But like,
Yeah, so make them a little more strict then.
Yeah.
Like, maybe level 1 should be collect 300 rings, instead of level 3 being 300 when you can end the level with 1,000.
I think
like
they
Jungle
should have
Joyride
just
or
done
something.
way less of them. They should have just done all of the level 3 difficulty hot dog missions, and those were the only ones you would play. Because I played Spagonia, the daytime stage one, and I think the level 3 for the rings is keep 1,000 rings. And Not gonna lie, I failed that 3 times because like I got hit and like lost all my rings. And like the only way to get 1,000 rings in that stage is to like basically collect as many as you can, and you cannot get hit at all, like past half the stage. You have to just hold on to them.
Sorry, I was in epic focused gamer mode right there. I couldn't fuck that up. Yeah, the hot dog missions are a little, they're a bit rigorous, I guess you can call them.
This section is so funny because you literally don't control anything.
Yeah, you just boost,
yeah,
that's
you literally
it.
just go through Dark Eye's hands too. Like, there's no stakes at all in that.
I always liked to imagine that he was like slicing his thumb off right there, and it's not just the models glitching and going through each other. But there's no noise of like his thumb.
There's no
getting
noise,
cut
there's
off
no
or anything.
impact either, so it's like, okay, I'm just clipping through his
So
fucking model.
It's definitely just clipping model jank, but my little headcanon was Sonic was slicing his thumb off.
Yeah.
But I know that's not what's happening there.
Well, they should have just made it like collision, and it could have been avoid his fucking hands, you know? But
Yeah, like maybe quick step or something.
yeah, but they don't. So it's just that one section where it's like, this is really unnecessary.
What were we gonna do? I said I was gonna do a level after
You're
that.
gonna do Cool Edge
Oh,
Night.
yeah. Fun level, but when you're doing the hot dog missions and you're playing it 9 goddamn times back to back, it gets really annoying. It does it right off the spawn. Look at this. Look how long it takes before the camera locks.
Yeah, I see it.
Why? Look, I can't move.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Dude, they're right in front of me. I see them.
What's even more
Thank
annoying
you.
is the enemies are actually running towards you. You are literally locked. Nothing else is.
Yeah. Yeah, the enemies are just fucking ganging up on me, and I can do nothing but just sit there and take it.
This stage is
Now it's
really
gonna happen
cool
again
because
right
you can do
here.
a lot of like, I mean, even like without doing like cheesy skips, you can skip
Look,
a lot.
Here's another one. Right in front of me. I see them. Why can't I play? Let me play. I also love not fighting these guys. I just light them on fire. Let the game do all the work for me. Camera locks again. I love that they do that little ballerina spin.
Yeah.
Those robot enemies. I always thought that was so cute.
I love all the snowmen in this level and like the little reindeer snowmen.
Grab this. Yeah, this level really sucked doing the hot dog missions. I got so tired of playing it back to back.
Out of all the
Look,
stages,
Put
this
the key in,
place
camera locks
seems the
again to
worst
show you the
live
door
in.
opening up. Just let me play the game. Come on now. What did you say about living here?
I said out of like, so all the other stages actually look like really nice places to live. This place looks like hell.
Oh yeah, this
just-
just looks like
it's-
New Jersey in the wintertime.
Literally, it's just ice. Like there's nothing solid here. Literally just frozen ice and snow. That's it. That's all there is to this stage.
I think you can probably skip that section, but I'm not good enough to do that.
How would you do that? I mean, unless you got enough height from one of the Warhog moves, I don't know how you would do that. I don't know, maybe you just clip
Right
through
here,
it for a little
camera
glitch.
locked again. I should have been keeping track how many times the camera fucking locks.
Maybe future Kyle will know
wait, I can't
to
do
do
that.
that.
I doubt it. At this point, we've been recording for almost 2 hours.
Holy shit.
I think you do actually have to fight all these guys. Yeah, I didn't realize how long we've been recording for.
Man, is anyone even gonna watch this at this point?
Probably not. That's why I wanted the disclaimer to be like, this is not going to be a super well-made, like, you can watch it and digest it in 45 minutes type thing. Like, it's going to be something you put on in the background
Fair point.
while you shower, maybe go to sleep. I don't know. And look, right here, camera locks again to show me the... Like, I'm going to be playing this anyway. Why are you showing me?
Ooh, the level design.
Ooh, the levels. That's basically what the game is saying. Ooh, the level design.
Ooh, look at these platforming.
Like, okay, and right here, again. Why? I know it seems crazy that I'm complaining, but when you do this 9 times in a row for those fucking missions, it gets really, really frustrating having to watch the same thing again and again. And look, I hit the switch. The door is opening. Ooh, the door's open.
We have
Yes,
doors.
thank you, game. And now watch what happens again. Oh, look, enemies.
Ooh, a wheel.
Ooh, a wheel. That's something I think I would really like if someone made a mod for, is to just turn off those little... I don't even... You can't even call them cutscenes, but I guess that's kind of what they are.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's like soft lock. Is that the right word for it? I don't know. Just make everything real time.
Yeah, just let me play the game and let the enemies spawn without the game showing me, because I don't care.
I don't think I've noticed it this much until you literally pointed it out. Yeah,
Dude, it's because I played all of Cool Edge's fucking hot dog missions in
a row.
one night.
Yeah.
Dude, I didn't break it up between a couple days at all. I did it all at once, and I was miserable.
That's how I do it too.
By like my 4th time fucking playing it, I was over it, dude.
It's like, well, if you don't do them all in a row like that, you're never really going to be encouraged to, oh, okay, I beat one hot dog mission for Cool Edge. Now let me do Spagoni. I'm like, no, that's a weird order to do it. You just get them all over with, you know? Get them all over, get the 100%, and just never look back on it. I love how the hot dog missions are replayable too, as if I'm going to replay them again after already beating them 3 times each.
Yeah, there's really no point in ever going back to them.
Yeah.
Especially because, again, like we already said, it really just comes down to play the level again, but with some slight harsh conditions of, like, don't get hit.
Yeah, exactly.
Beat the level in X amount of minutes. And look, again, ooh, the ice pillar. Thank you, I can see it. Granted, yeah, you have to interact with it, so I guess that's their way of telling you, like, hey, this is how you progress through the level. So I get that one, I guess. That's a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah.
Some of these other ones that I've pointed out are just fucking ridiculous.
Nah, that was the only one that kind of needed it. I mean, maybe if I was a kid, I wouldn't even know to hit that ice block, because for the most part, you never really have to do that in the game. You never have to, like, damage environmental elements. Like, you can, but it doesn't help with any level progression at all.
Yeah, it doesn't really... That's actually a good point. I think this is one of the only levels that really makes you do that, besides maybe breaking doors open or something, and like Apodos or Chunnan. I think there's a couple of breakable walls in there too.
Yeah. Chunnan's cool though. There's like in Chunnan Night, there's one where I think it's like I think it's just to get like a moon medal or something, but there's one where you just destroy like a wall of like stone. Actually no, I think it's the main path actually that shows you to do that. That was a pretty cool way to do it, where it actually shows like how strong the werehog is.
Yeah, I like that level a lot actually. That's one of my favorite werehog levels.
That's one of my favorite ones to just like go really fast in, because there's a lot of like skips. It's very much like an actual Sonic level, where like if you react fast enough and if you stay on the high path, you can avoid a lot of the slow like combat. Like I think there's one section where you can run on that dragon, but you have to be quick and like jumping off a bunch of enemies and all that to make it there. Mm-hmm. And you have to make sure you do not fall off that path, because I think once you do, unless you do some werehog shenanigans like with his crazy moves, like his exploits.
Like what I just did right
there. Yeah,
if
his exploits, I don't think you can get back to the high path if you fail that.
Yeah, I think once you get past that part, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah.
You would either have to restart or just take the low path, which is full of enemies and shit.
Yeah, and you also miss out on believe it's like a moon or sun medal on the dragon.
I think it's both, actually. I think you get one of each.
Oh, really? Damn.
I believe so.
I missed it on my playthrough, so I'm going to need to go back in that level and do it.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.
Just...
Yo, what other notes do we have here? Have we talked about everything we wanted to, at least specifically? I still enjoy searching for the medals. Yeah, we talked about that. Oh, I still have to show... Okay, there is one more thing I have to do. I am probably going to split this video up a little bit, because I didn't realize how long it was.
Me neither, honestly. I didn't realize how the time has just gone by.
I don't even want to think about how long it's going to take to upload.
Oh, you should... One stage I have a request for. Missouri Act 2. Whatever's the drifting level. We need to talk about the Unleashed Drift. I want to actually like know how you feel about that.
Oh yeah, we can do that. I'm okay with it. I think it, from a technical level, it definitely is better in Generations. They fine-tuned it a little bit, but I have more fun playing it in Unleashed because it feels like an actual car drift, like in a racing game or something, where you actually have to know how to drift in order to do it.
Yeah. It's just one of those things where, like, when like it's the one time where they made an entire stage about just drifting, where you kind of realize like, man, without a grind rail or something being there, like it's actually really hard to stay on the track. Like every like Sonic stage, literally you can drift and there's good drifting sections, but notice how like there's always a rail or there's always a wall, so you're never gonna go flying off the course because you fucked up.
Yeah.
Like this is one of those levels where it's just like you have to get the timing and the angle kind of right. And I've seen a few people like actually be able to do this stage really fast where they're boosting and drifting at the same time, but I can never like figure out how they do that.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
boosting and drifting.
Yeah, because the boost makes the drift like almost literally like you can't do anything. You're basically going in a straight line if you're boosting and drifting. Like the only way I know how to beat this stage is like you, where you know you find your perfect angle, you stop boosting, and then you just drift.
Kind of cooking.
I know, yeah. You let him cook.
Yo, let me cook, bro.
Yeah, let him cook for that S rank.
Unleashed is my bitch.
Oh, damn.
Well, that was unfortunate. Fuck that shit.
I love how you stole the Sackboy mod.
I was about to say that, dude. I love how
I kind of
Sackboy
forgot
is just
about
chilling.
him.
I did too. That's so funny. Oh, dude, let's talk about the secret third method of drifting in this game that I know I told you about it a couple weeks ago, but
that
not
like,
a lot of people know.
That opened my third eye. As soon as you said that, when I played Unleashed PC, I tried it for the first time, and I'm like, why? Like, literally, this is one of those things where, how the fuck did anyone find out?
I don't know how I... Before we even talk about that, let's just say what we are even referencing.
Yeah.
So, in this game, I'm going to sacrifice my S rank. You can drift with the triggers like that, obviously. There's the B button, which everybody knows about, and that kind of sucks. But you can also do that. Now, if you looked away for a second, you could have missed it, but Sonic skidded on his feet because I pulled back on the left stick. It's a little hard to do, but and I'm also not going that fast. But if you pull back and make him skid like that, and then point either left or right, he will drift in that direction, which is kind of like a manual drift, which I find super unnecessary. Like, you're never gonna drift that way over the triggers, but I love that it's an option to do.
You know, it's one of those things where I feel like I've done the manual drift by accident a few times as I played Unleashed throughout the years. I think there's been a few times where I'm like, I didn't hit the triggers, why did I randomly drift? And that makes a lot of sense as to why it's like that. But
I'm gonna try it in this level where I can actually play fast.
Yeah.
On like that last level.
But it does seem just so
cool.
unnecessary. I feel like you're literally slowing yourself down a little bit before you do the drift, so it doesn't make sense as to why it's an option. I mean, at least it's there. Maybe there's someone who loves doing the drift this way, which, I don't know, you're probably like a sociopath or something, but like...
Sometimes I'll do it on purpose if it's like a turn that I know I can safely drift around and I'm not gonna die and I just want to do it just to do it. But... yeah, the game never explains that you can do that. There's no way of knowing. I don't even know how I knew about it as a kid. I think it might have been in the manual and I read it, because this was back in the day when games actually came with manuals that, you know, gave you details about the characters and the world and different gameplay elements and shit. It might have said it in there, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. That's one of those things where it's like, how am I discovering this, like, just now?
Unleashed is so good, man. There's so many just mechanics that they thought of. And once again, having the option of homing attacking or air boosting instead just opens up the gameplay so much more than I expected it to.
So much better. I need to actually download this mod after this.
Dude, it's incredible. I don't know... I don't think I can ever go back to Vanilla Unleashed after playing like this.
Fair point.
And I truly, truly mean that.
I mean, literally there's no reason to go back to Vanilla Unleashed at this point. It's one of those things where it's not like this is Project 06 where they rebuilt the game and like maybe there's some things that like didn't translate over. It's literally a Xbox 360 version of it, just with unlocked frame rate and some additional settings. It's literally the Xbox version. Like,
and the resolution too.
Oh, and better resolution and frame rate. It's literally what it is. It's
and a few quality of life changes, and that's it. That's all Unleashed ever needed.
Yeah,
honestly,
they never needed to do anything crazy. I mean, I love some of the mods I'm seeing already. Like the one that you have where the stage gates for the DLC are available in the hub worlds. Like,
yeah, let's go look at some of those because I don't think I've been in any hub worlds yet. I've just been playing levels.
I love the hub worlds in this game.
They're so beautiful. Look at this. Look at this environment I'm in. This looks sick.
The lighting is so good in
Unleashed
Unleashed.
Too. Dude, once that ray tracing comes out, I'm gonna cream my pants when I see that. That's gonna look insane.
All right, this is how you do Sonic open world. In a
Yeah,
very,
right
very
here.
small scale. This is how you do it.
Look, here it is.
That's so cool.
The-
Dude, you should play
The
this
only
level.
problem is, so I have played it, but this mod, it doesn't save anything on the hub world, so it looks like I haven't played the level because all my stats are 0.
What are your thoughts on DLC stages in this game? Some of them I think are cool because they try new things, but some of
Some are
them
cool, yes.
but some of them are also just hard mode where they just throw spikes everywhere.
Some of them are really cool. Some of them really suck to the point where I'm actually like genuinely raging at the game.
Yeah.
But this one I think is cool. It's basically just it's a water running section the entire level, so it's like a little
Yeah.
it's kind of challenging. You know, you have to keep your speed up. You can't take damage, otherwise you'll die.
No, these are like my favorite concept of what Sonic DLC should be. It should just be like the same settings. You don't need to make a whole new world for them. But yeah, just like take some of the concepts from the game, take some of them that maybe were underutilized, and just extend that into something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, a lot of the DLC stages are kind of just hard mode, a lot of spikes, and that's it.
Yeah.
But some of
I
these
don't find that
newer,
very fun.
some of these newer original ones are like really cool. Like there's a water running one in Chunnan as well, where you do like 3 laps. That's a really nice
Oh,
one.
I love that level, dude.
That
was a
level's
lot of fun.
hard, but it's like really rewarding. And Windmill Isle Act 4, which I guess you could say is kind of a hard mode, but the level layout is completely different. So like it's essentially a brand new stage.
Let's go play some of those. On the subject of those, that sounds like a lot of fun, actually. I still haven't played all of them, but I've played.
I haven't played all of them
most
either,
of
just
them.
because like yeah, it's one of those things where some of them will make you rage, especially if you're trying to get an S rank on them, which I always try to at least.
Oh, this one's hard.
This
one's
one you
actually
have
really
to be.
hard to S rank.
It's honestly, it's not that hard in the beginning. It's the ending where you cannot take
Yeah.
any damage and you have to keep your speed up. That's where it gets hard.
I think you actually have to take 0. God damn it! As I say that, I think you have to get 0 damage on this level in order to S rank it because of the ring bonus that it gives your score.
And I think also because of the time. They're very strict on the time in this level as well. Like you basically need
Yeah.
to lose no speed at all.
You need the perfect run, otherwise you might as well just restart.
I've restarted
Look at
the
that
stage
air
multiple
boost.
times.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Dude, you got me sweating
Let me
right
cook,
now.
let me
just
cook, let me
watching
cook,
you
let me
go this
cook.
fast.
Holy shit! How am I doing this? I'm gonna fuck up.
Lock
Don't worry.
in, dude. Lock the fuck in.
I hate this part. Oh, god damn it!
Oh, it's okay. Just keep going.
I fucking hate that section, dude. Sonic controls so horribly when he jumps.
Wow. I didn't expect. No!
Dude, normally you can quick step into that thing. Fuck!
You quick step into those? I always just jump into it. I just, instead of quick stepping into the rainbow ring, I just like keep running on that platform, just jump on that. I don't think the risk is worth it.
Oh man, I was doing so good.
You really were, dude. You were fucking cooking.
Oh, fuck. That didn't happen.
Man, what's another good DLC stage that I like?
This one is a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one's fun.
It's even at a different time of day too.
Yeah.
Like the lighting and everything.
I
just
love the
fucked up. I don't know
sunset
why I did
look
that.
in this game. I feel like someone's probably already made a mod where like you can play some of these stages at like sunset. I bet.
I saw a really weird one where you played the werehog levels in the daytime. That's the only difference. That kind of freaks me out a little bit.
That sounds fucking weird. But I feel like seeing some of the day stages at night actually would be pretty cool.
This level's a lot of fun. Yeah, playing some of the day levels at night would be cool.
I wonder if they've done that,
I feel like,
or did they only do
I feel
the
like
werehog?
Jungle Joyride would look cool. For that mod in particular, I'm not sure. I don't know if it goes both ways.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Because
What just
Jungle
happened?
Joyride did have a, like Jungle Joyride Night, we were just looking at the skybox, but that would be a pretty cool skybox to just have for like the day stages. So like almost like dawn, dusk, sort of like sunset look.
Yeah, that'd look awesome. Whoa! Dude, this level is so good.
There's like so many options. Like there's literally you are passing so many paths of where you can take it.
They really knew what they were doing with this level when they made it.
Dude, even the rings spelling out number 2 on your being lap 2, like I love that. I love the polish that they had in this game. Like someone actually QC'd this and said, "Hey, what if we made things look good and make the game play good?"
What if the game was fun?
Yeah, what if the
Is
game
that a good
was
idea, guys?
What if the game was fun and good? And then
I feel like
Yuji
they just had
Naka
a
was like,
meeting and they were like,
"Impossible."
"Yo, guys, what should we do? What should we do for this game?" And someone is like, "What if it was good?
And Takashi Iizuka goes, "No, no, no, not possible.
We cannot do this."
Not possible. Need more wisp."
Oh shit! Need more wisp. The wisp hog.
Oh my god.
That's what the second gameplay style would have been if this game came out today.
What would that even be?
I have no fucking idea.
So A button is rocket, and then square is spike, and then B is
Ugh.
fuck, I don't even remember. B is laser. He just plays like an amalgamation of all the wisps.
Except the same buttons do different things, so it fucks you up because, you know, classic Sonic game jank.
Yeah.
Same button syndrome.
Oh, and those levels are only 2D.
They're strictly 2D. God, that sounds awful.
We're just making the worst Sonic game concept now.
How bad of ideas can we come up with in a 5-minute time span?
I mean, all I gotta
Sounds
do
like
is
a
look.
challenge.
All I need to do is look at the recent games and get some inspiration.
Look how many rings I have. I have 360,000.
Holy shit! Did you just play a lot of? I mean, I'm assuming it's just a lot of day stages over and over again. Or did you do it? Wait, did you do that infinite ring glitch?
Yeah, I did that a lot too. That's what most of them are, if not all of them.
I saw your video on that. I've never tried that as a kid, but I did do it on this most recent playthrough because I wanted to buy a lot of the souvenirs like instantly.
Sorry, I'm sending a text real quick. What else is there to do? I feel like I got a lot off my chest.
Dude, same.
I don't really know any other points to hit.
Me neither. I mean, this is just one of those games where, like, as I'm replaying it again, it just brings back my childhood. And, like, for some reason, this game, they just really nailed it.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, seeing it recreated so perfectly. Like, there's no stupid redubs. There's no, like, different controls or different engine. It's literally just the exact same game as I played it before, but it looks way better. It plays way better. It's 60 FPS, so literally I can react to things better than I could on Xbox or PS3. It's literally the same game, but it just makes me realize this game was just so good, and I don't understand why so many people trashed it back in the day. Like, I feel like so many people now...
It was the 06. It was the 06 hype.
It was the 06,
like
yeah, literally.
The hating.
Literally.
By hype, I mean the hating hype.
Exactly.
was the hate train.
Everyone, like, you ever bring up Unleashed back in, like, 2010, 2009, everyone's like, oh, but the Werehog, it sucked. And I am seeing so many comments now where people are like, Unleashed was so good. I'm like, where the fuck were you people, like, years ago?
Yeah, you people who said it sucked are the reason we got shit games for a decade.
Yeah. Literally,
Or
there
at
were
the
like
very least, a game like Generations where, yeah, it plays solid, but there's no substance to it. It's just boring as hell. It's empty. It's just levels the video game.
yeah.
Because there's no plot, there's no hubs to dick around in, there's no human characters to talk to, there's other characters to talk to, but there's no stakes, there's no hubs, there's no... Well, no, there are missions. I was about to completely lie off my ass because I forgot, but those missions kind of suck. The extra levels, they're not really that fun. There's a couple that are okay.
And I feel like Unleashed
there's nothing like Unleashed, dude.
I feel like Generations is even only half as good as it is because it was built off of Unleashed. Like, they literally nailed the boost formula instantly. They didn't have to recreate it or anything. Like, they just built it right off of Unleashed. Like, I think Chemical Plant is built on top of Empire City because I feel like there's one section where it literally looks like Empire City. But yeah, I love this stage too.
Yeah, I love this level.
Have you S-ranked this one yet, or no? I feel like I can't S-rank this one yet.
I believe I did.
I don't know if it's because maybe I'm just doing it wrong, but I cannot S-rank this stage for some reason. The top path for me, if you take the top path with the rainbow rings, maybe you need to update the game or something. But literally, it sends me to die. Like, if you take the upper path...
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's a high frame rate glitch.
Okay.
So you have to react to it, and I'll show you what I do.
Okay. I thought so, because I was like, this has never happened to me before. I am playing this perfectly. Why am I dying?
Yeah, so that rainbow ring right there, yeah, it doesn't... It just launches you to your death. You have to... I think it's homing attack instead of air boost.
Oh,
try it again.
But you can't do that in the vanilla thing. You would need to do the you need to get the mod with the homing attack.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought.
Damn, this shit is hard.
I thought something was different. I'm like, this should work, right?
Yeah, the rainbow rings should not send you to your death, but they do occasionally. There's another there's a Missouri Day Stage DLC level that does the same thing. The dash rings just kill you instead of working. I don't know what the fuck happened right there. What? Fuck this shit. I S-ranked it.
Yeah. There is the proof already there.
We'll see it on the menu. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I have.
Okay, I guess I just need to get that homing attack mod so I can do it. Cause yeah, literally, that rainbow ring has been costing me the S rank. I can only A rank the stage right now because I can't get fast enough if I go the other path.
Yeah, I believe it's homing attacking that lets you just homing attack into the goal ring. I'll try it again, actually. I need to prove that I'm a real gamer. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, on the topic of this game, I mean, Generations being built on top of this game, Chemical Plant reuses a lot of Eggman Land assets, actually.
Oh, really? Is it the skybox?
Yeah. The skybox, I think, is altered a little bit, and just a lot of the terrain and stuff, like the metal pipes and shit. If you look at Eggman Land and then Chemical Plant, you can see a lot of the same exact structures. Yeah, there we go. You have to homing attack.
Damn. So you need a mod to finish that for an S rank. Oh, you didn't even S rank it. But yeah, I get the point. I think it's a combination of you also need to beat a certain amount of enemies as well. It's a kind of a hard stage to S rank, honestly. Just because it's so short.
Yeah, it's really strict. Yeah, that one kind of sucks.
So is Classic Sonic built off the Werehog? I wonder.
Yeah, he must be. It's the only thing that makes sense.
Poor Classic Sonic.
All right. I think I've said my piece. What about you?
I think I've said everything I needed to say too. It's Unleashed on PC. It brought back my favorite modern Sonic game better than ever. It's literally all I can say.
Yeah, perfectly. No graphical issues, no fucking, like, oh yeah, only 60% of it is playable. It's playable start to finish. Kind of sucks that there's some high frame rate issues. I wish I could play at 144 without issues happening, but that's so minuscule compared to everything else you can do. And just the preservation of this game too, just existing as an executable file, and I don't know, it's just insane. I still am having a hard time believing that this is actually real.
Yeah.
It's crazy. This is everything that we both wanted, that we talked about 10 years ago, but it's even better, honestly, than I think we both could have hoped, because Sega didn't touch it, so therefore it's actually well made. With options, quality of life changes. Like, dude, you know damn well if this was an official port. Where is it? This right here would not exist.
No, that wouldn't.
You know this option wouldn't be in the audio settings, and you know that these two settings would be the same slider. They wouldn't be separate.
Yeah.
It would be music and sound effects slider. I'm pretty sure Colors Ultimate did that. Why? They have to be separate. It makes no sense to have them be the same thing. But you know if this was an official port, they would be. This would not be there.
It's one of those things where
these settings would not be here.
Yeah.
Not even close. This. Look at this. I didn't even know this existed until this port.
Me neither. I didn't know the Xbox had a different look to it.
I never noticed it, but it looks so much better without it.
Yeah. I mean, this is just what like happens when people who like really love this game and are passionate about it have the opportunity to like literally bring this to PC. Like so many quality of life changes that like we've all thought about. Like we all hated the fact that the Werehog battle theme played all the time. Like I hated it. I got really sick of it. Literally there were times where I would be playing Unleashed, grinding to get XP, and like sometimes replaying the night levels, like especially for like the hot dog missions. I remember as a kid, I would literally just plug in my iPod and just listen to music because I did not want to listen to the Werehog battle music over and over again.
And it sucks because this game's soundtrack is so incredible. Like I want to hear those nighttime themes. I want to hear that music, but it constantly gets interrupted with the battle theme. But not an issue on this port because the people making the game realized that. And also, this port completely changed the way that game preservation is going to be in the future, because they put their their tools and everything that they used to recompile Unleashed on PC out in the public. So now anybody can just go take literally any Xbox 360 game from that entire console's catalog, and they can, in theory, recompile games for PC. That's
crazy.
Huge. I feel like people aren't really talking about that enough. What the fans did, like the fans wanted Unleashed on PC so badly that now it is possible to recompile any Xbox 360 game ever on PC. Unlocked frame rate, higher resolution, quality of life, whatever. Mods, you name it. Everything that they did with Unleashed, you can do to any Xbox 360 game. And I think that's insane. And I really hope 06 gets recompiled next, because I think preserve it. Like, I love Project 06, don't get me wrong, but I think preserving the original game is important.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things where I'm trying to remember what the fuck was I going to say. Fuck, what was I going to say? Hold on. It'll come to me in a minute.
My bad. I kind of went on a tangent.
Yep.
It's what
I lost it.
Well, so much for that.
It was going to be something super deep, I promise.
Damn, I kind of want to know what you were going to say now.
It's going to be super deep and world-changing and, no, okay, here's what it was. I might talk shit about Sonic a lot, but the modding community has got to be, like, one of the best, like, ever in terms of, like, gaming.
Absolutely.
Like, it's crazy because, well, I knew this was going to happen at some point, but now that Unleashed is on PC, people are doing the Generations project, literally the reverse of the Unleashed project. But it's like, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, so many incredible mods are coming out for these games, and it just makes you want to like get the PC port of every single Sonic game, just because you know there's going to be mods that will give you level expansions, new levels, story, new characters, and like especially Generations. Like I think Generations mods have evolved to the point where you can actually do Knuckles like gliding and Tails flying. Like that's actually like a thing now. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw a mod like that where it's not even like just the air boost. It actually has like a different animation. It's just like people have cracked the code.
Yeah, it works actually like their abilities. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like people have like opened up these games to so many other possibilities. So you can have way more fun with them than like the original experience. Like that's how I was able to get so many hours out of Generations in the first place, because they had good mods.
Yeah, dude, it's insane the things that these people can do. And not even just the modding community, the fan game community too is, like, I guess technically 06 or Project 06 is in a way a fan game. It's a recreation of an existing one, but it's built from the ground up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of good fan games out there too. There's what was that 3D classic game?
Utopia?
That everybody was Utopia. You remember that?
Utopia is
That
like
shit was
hands down
fire,
one of my
dude.
favorites. Did they ever do a sequel to that or anything, or was that just a one-off?
I haven't looked into that since it came out, whatever
Yeah.
year that was.
That was years
I have
ago.
no idea. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more to it now. But yeah, dude, some of these fans are insanely talented, and I know that they do get a lot of credit and it's deserved, but there's really no amount of thanks I can give to the people who made this possible. And I think I saw that they did it in like 6 months, which I don't know what recompiling a game looks like. I don't know if that's a long time or a quick time to recompile a game. I don't know how long that usually takes. I feel like 6 months is extremely impressive, though, to completely rip a game and rebuild it for PC. I wouldn't even know where to begin to do that, and they did it in half a year, which is insane.
It's crazy.
I can't thank the team enough who worked on this and helped preserve one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite Sonic games of all time. Just having it on my computer, I can just boot it up and play it whenever I want.
Literally, like, thank you for this experience that I'm able to play this game in like its best form ever, which I legit never thought was going to happen. We begged for this PC port years ago, and it's finally happened, and it came literally out of nowhere.
Yeah, I still can't believe it's real. I know I've said that a couple of times already, but it's insane to me how well it is, how perfect it is. Just everything about this is so much fun, and I'm just really glad that it's preserved on PC. And it literally brought me and Victor out of the dead to talk about, which again is crazy. Like
That's pretty powerful.
We were talking about recording a few days ago, and I was like texting Victor, and I was like, so what day next week is good to record for you? And it just felt weird saying those words again, because we haven't done this in, I don't remember the last time you and I did a video together.
I don't know. I just remember they were all bangers, so I had to say yes to this.
Yeah, as soon as Unleashed PC dropped and I realized we talked about this a decade ago, I feel like we owe it to our past selves who were so passionate about this that we have to talk about it in some capacity. Like, we just owe it to ourselves, our past selves and our current selves, honestly. I feel like both versions of us deserve it. I'm getting real philosophical here. I don't know where that came from, but it felt right.
Damn, dude, it's just spitting right now.
Dude, Unleashed just brings it out of me, man. I don't know. I don't know what to say. This game is just great. Yeah, anyway, if anybody's watching or listening
still
or
watching,
whatever, I might split this up into multiple parts, because 2 hours is fucking crazy, man.
No, that is wild.
This might become a mini series. What started off as like, hey Victor, want to record for like 45 minutes, talk about Unleashed PC? It's becoming a fucking mini series.
It's gonna be a whole playlist on your channel.
It's gonna be like 5 episodes long. That's actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna do that for my own sanity, because I can't edit this entire video in one sitting. I will go insane.
Yeah.
So I think I just made that decision now. Yeah, it'll probably be multiple parts. So whatever episode number this is, if you're watching, thanks for watching. And check out the rest of me and Victor's banger videos from years ago where we talk about stupid shit. They're pretty good.
Thanks for watching. See you guys.
See ya. Oh, that's a wrap on that.